Hey, it's Maddie and welcome to my April TBR. I am so excited to be diving back into the swing of things. I feel newly inspired and rejuvenated because I just did a mini trip to the coast and it's exactly what my soul needed. I went for my 30th birthday. It was a surprise trip for my husband and we tried to go like 3 times, and every time we would try to head out there'd be some obstacle, but we finally made it and we're back and I loved it and it was everything I needed and more. Weather update. It is in fact snowing, so it is not spring weather, but we are going to try to embody spring with our reading. So we'll see what we get on the TBR. Either way, I have so many things on my radar. I'm kind of overwhelmed. Like, I think it's going to be so hard to narrow down because I really just want to read everything at once. But either way, that's what the TBR cards are here for, and I'm so excited because we have 3 new additions to the deck. Try to keep in like the light and fun cards to embody spring. I love how I'm saying that, but I'm wearing like black. I did try to wear a dress to film this video earlier, but it was just way too cold. It's cold in the house, honestly, and this is as much as I could go without wearing a sweatshirt. So we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna roll with it, and I will show you the new cards that my husband drew this morning. They're so gorgeous. So we have these little rain boots with the flowers and some raindrops coming down. I feel like the camera truly doesn't show how stunning these cards are. And then we have this little gorgeous typewriter with flowers around it. And then I'm obsessed with this one. This is one of my favorites. We have this windowsill with this stack of books and then this little vase with flowers and another set of like flowers in this little pot thing, and then we have some mountains and some birds flying through. This card is just everything to me and I really hope we get it in this game. I hope we get all 3 of these new ones because I'm so excited about them. And then yeah, we just have some of my other favorite light and fluffy ones that I'm very excited to whip out for spring, and I'm just ready to dive into this game. So here's how you play. If you've never seen any of my TBR games before, I usually grab like 8 TBR cards, and then I also have this TBR mug filled with TBR prompts. Some of the cards are bomb cards, which is just like more challenging cards to pick things like book over 500 pages or draw 2 prompts. So that's pretty much like adding an extra book to the TBR just to spice things up and make it fun. I love a good game. I love making my reading challenging. I actually just genuinely enjoy it and have a lot of fun, and I tend to read more when I do that. All that to say, if I don't end up getting a bomb card that has me go into the TBR prompt thing, then I will definitely draw 1 or 2 of them at the end of the game because I just love to dive into these TBR prompts. I think they're so fun. And then I also have some wrapped books on this cart right here where the candle is. I have about 10 of them, I think. 12 of them. I have 12 books that my husband wraps. I just try to hand him books that were like from the free little libraries or secondhand shops or books that have just been on my TBR for ages, so that way I can get something that maybe I wouldn't gravitate towards immediately on my shelf. We can get some of those backlist babes knocked off. So I'm very excited about that. So let's just dive into the game. Let's shuffle these cards and see what our first book for April is going to be. I could not be more excited. Okay. I think that's shuffled enough. I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. I swear, these games go one of 2 ways. They're either complete bomb games and I end up with a fat TBR, or I just get all the cards I could dream of. It's gonna be a bomb card game. So look how cutesy this looks, right? It's sneaky, okay? Don't let this gorgeous card fool you because it says +3 prompts. So immediately we shall be diving into the TBR jar, which honestly is fun, but 3 extra books on the TBR. So, okay, here we go. Let's just dive in. Let's just dive in. And they're already flying. Okay, let me try to put them back in there. There's like 5 of them. Okay, well, we're gonna have to try again. Okay, I'm just gonna drop one. And this says leaves on the cover. I feel like that's a very fall prompt, but maybe it could be like spring, gorgeous, green, lush leaves. We'll find out. Let me go look at my books. I had a couple really good choices, but I think I'm gonna go with the Scorpion Queen. I got this in Owl Crate. I can't even remember if it was last month or the month before, but very recently, and I'm really excited to get to it. It sounds incredible, and also the end pages are absolutely stunning. The gold foiling on the scorpions, and this is the cover and the back. And then let me show you the inside. Super gorgeous. I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna be really fun and really fast paced, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I truly am. I definitely need to start knocking off some of my book subscription books. They're just so stunning, and I feel like I wait for the perfect time, which of course doesn't exist. So the perfect time is now. So I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna love it. First book. So let's pick our next TBR prompt. Okay, we have two. So should I just like open both of these since I have to pick two? No, let's just drop one. Okay, so we have a one-word title. So I'm 1000% going with Moth Eater. This has so many of my buzzwords, and I feel like this is for sure a Maddie coded book. Like the fact that it's set in the Appalachian Mountains, the fact that there's a witch, the fact that there's a curse that needs to be done, the fact that it probably has gorgeous, stunning, lush nature descriptions. That's kind of all I need to know. Like literally listen to this blurb. A haunted church, a living mountain, an Appalachian witch called from a sleep lasting more than a century. This is a unique tale of love and magic, of a curse to be undone and an environmental disaster to be averted. Moth Eater will enchant all readers of witch stories. Enchant me, baby. Enchant me, because I am ready to dive into this. I hope I love it because this cover is gorgeous. I absolutely am obsessed with this cover, and like I said, it just seems like kind of dark but cozy at the same time, like that kind of vibe where you're like, okay, this is absolutely edgy and dark and taking me through this whole journey, but either way, like I'm cuddled up, I'm cozy as can be, and I'm excited to read this. And I feel like this is a good crossover from like winter to spring vibes. Either way, I'm just so excited. Can you tell? I just hope I annotate the crap out of this. I just finished a book when I went on my beach trip that I could not stop annotating. I was so pleasantly surprised, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for this. Completely different vibes, but either way, I'm just kind of like addicted right now. I'm like, I need something that just feeds the annotation itch, and I'm hoping that this is a winner. So second on the TBR, let's pick our third TBR prompt, because I forgot we're only on card one. Either way, we're starting strong. Just picking up one that dropped. I always have them just like fly everywhere. No, not again. Back in the pile you go. Okay, one more time. Okay, here's our last baby. Okay, it says a highly anticipated read. I feel like that's gonna be so hard because there's quite a few that I'm so excited to get to. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Why? Give me a minute. Okay, so we're switching gears, but I'm gonna go with Summer in the City by Alex Astor, simply because I am obsessed with the Lightlark series. Like the first and second book I ate up. I'm so excited to read Skyshade. I'm actually just waiting to read it in a certain video, so I've just kind of set that to the side, but I'm itching to get to that. But maybe this will give me a little bit of the fix that I need in the meantime until I start filming that video. Either way, I'm just so excited to be picking this one up, and it's stunning. Like honestly, this edition is so cute. Look at this. And then we have these adorable little taxis on the side, which I'm loving. And then what is on the front? Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm so in love. I think this is adorable, and I think I'm gonna love this. Okay, let's pick our second card. Ooh, okay, so we ended up getting this stunning drink with all these little candies around it. I think this is like a Valentine's Day one that I just kind of since I didn't do my February TBR. But let's pick a spicy romance, which honestly excited because it will kind of spice up the first two more like edgy picks, and then we can go with something a little bit more just light and fun. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Scarred by Emily McIntyre. I'm so excited because I read Hooked a couple months ago and I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed the story of it. Like, there was a lot more story than I thought it was gonna be. It was definitely spicy, definitely a dark romance, definitely check trigger warnings, but either way I had so much fun with it, and so I'm excited to pick up the next book in the series. These are essentially fractured fairy tales. The author says that these are not retellings. These are definitely fractured fairy tales where the main character is a villain, and it's just a good time. The first one was based on Peter Pan, and this one is based on The Lion King, and I'm just really excited to continue on with this series. I think I own all the books but one, so this will also motivate me to kind of just like read through a few books on my TBR and continue on with finishing a series. Hopefully I can finish everything by the end of the year, so I think that's a perfect one to put on my TBR. So let's pick the next TBR prompt. Ooh, okay, I got one of the new cards. I'm so excited. This is absolutely gorgeous, and this is gonna be a new author. So we're gonna go with the Rainfall Market. Look how stunning this cover is. I'm obsessed. That's what honestly drew me in. I was kind of just scrolling through Libby, and I think I found it right before it was released. I had the audiobook, and then I started listening to it, and I was like, this is gorgeous. I think I'm gonna want to annotate it. And mind you, I was only like a few pages in, so could have totally went off the rails, but either way I'm like, you're coming home with me and I'm gonna mark you all up. So that's exactly what I'm hopefully gonna do. I really hope I love this because this cover is so gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I love how vibrant it is. It's like cozy, but it's also really vibrant, and it just reminds me of like a gorgeous kind of like warm but rainy day, just like walking down the street kind of smelling the rain on the cement. I don't know, I'm just like having all the feels, kind of walking past a gorgeous like bakery and just like all the delicious smells coming up and the smells of the tea and the coffee. Either way, this cover brings me so much joy, so I'm really excited. Next card. Ooh, okay, so we have the turtle, and that's gonna be a 5-star prediction. That's not fair. Like, that's just gonna be so hard. I have a few. They're planned for a video, and I think I was gonna film it in May, but maybe I can switcheroo some things. I don't know. Let me think. This was hard because I have a stack, but I think I'm gonna go with Nocticadia because I'm so excited. I actually just got this for my husband for my birthday, and I kind of just want to immediately pick it up as soon as possible. It sounds so good and right up my alley. I'm very excited for this one, and I've heard nothing but rave reviews and people just eating this up, so absolutely on the TBR. Okay, that actually wasn't even that hard because there was many choices, but that baby had to go on the TBR somehow, and I was hoping to squeeze it on anyway. So let's pick the next card. Wait, what card are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on card number 5. Okay, this TBR is gorgeous, honestly. Thank you, Bomb Card. You actually brought joy into my life, so you lost. I got one of the new cards again. Oh, this one's so gorgeous. This is gonna take a second though, because I was thinking whether I really wanted to add this on the back of the card because I knew I would have to do some serious digging. But I also love this prompt. So we have the typewriter, and this one is a book that essentially just has like a letter in it, like kind of like Divine Rivals vibes, or some footnotes, maybe like some text, because some books, you know, have like text at the beginning of the chapter. I can think of a few off the top of my head. I think Babel does. Emily Wilde has some footnotes. I know that Fourth Wing, I think I've already read that one, but that one I think had like little text from their little codex thing. All of those things count. So we got a few options, so it shouldn't be like too hard. Maybe even like podcast kind of vibe might count. If there's like some podcast notes or like mixed media kind of vibes, those all kind of fit into what I was looking for. So I'm gonna look through my shelves and see what we have going on. I'm really excited about this one. It's gonna take some work. So let me go get to work and figure out what I'm gonna read for this one. I'm 1000% getting an F for spring reading vibes, but I'm gonna have to go with a Blood on Our Tongue because this sounds so good. It's set in the Netherlands. I'm pretty sure it's like vampiric because of like this thing that this girl's sister's going through that's making her pretty angry and hungry. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this, but it says dark, visceral, and deliciously disturbing. And it's set in the Netherlands in 1887. And it says Lucy's twin sister Sarah is unwell. She refuses to eat, mumbles nonsensically, and is increasingly obsessed with a centuries-old corpse recently discovered on her husband's grand estate. The doctor has diagnosed her with temporary insanity caused by a fever of the brain. Why did I say that so weird? Brain. To protect her twin from a terrible... I swear I know how to read. A terrible fate in a lunatic asylum, Lucy must unravel the mystery surrounding her sister's condition, but it's clear her twin is hiding something. Then again, Lucy is harboring secrets of her own, too. Then the worst happens. Sarah's behavior takes a turn for the strange. She becomes angry and hungry. Lucy soon comes to suspect that something is trying to possess her beloved sister. Or is it madness? As Sarah changes before her very eyes, Lucy must reckon with the dark, monstrous truth or risk losing her forever. I'm so excited. Plus, like, what more can I say? TBR. There it goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Let's pick the next one. I'm so sad that we only have 3 more. Can we just choose all day? Like, is that a thing? Just like have an endless 32 book TBR? I mean, ooh, okay. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. And so we have a blind date with a book. So that means I get to wrap one of those bad boys off of my book stack. So let me choose a number between 1 and 12 and spin for it. And then whatever number I get, that will be the book I end up picking up. I wrote little numbers on the side of them so we can easily choose. Okay, so I actually had to just quickly create a wheel because I forgot that my old one was from my Christmas videos. So I just created a quick one from 1 to 12. So let me spin and we'll find out what book we're gonna unwrap. Hopefully you can see this. I feel like it's always so hard to show up just because like how bright the phone is. That's a 7. Hopefully you can see that. At least my wrapping paper is super spring, so we're winning in that category, but I'm really excited. This is a thin one. I have no idea what this is. I gave my husband a handful of books, but I still don't know. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, this is actually one I found in a free little library box. It's The Last to Die by Kelly Garrett. I don't really know much about it. It just seemed really interesting and it's a very short thriller. So I thought, perfect, let's knock this out. Let's see if I like it. And if not, we'll put it right back in the free little library box and unhaul it. So let's see how this goes. I'm really excited. I think it has something to do with there's like this group of people who are breaking into people's houses, but one time they like take things too far and then somebody ends up dead and then the main character might be next and I'm not really sure why. Either way, I'm excited to dive in and just find out what's going on. Is it like one of the houses they broke into is then killing people, or one of the people from the group? Like, what's going on? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. I feel like it's going to be very suspenseful, very fast-paced, and yeah, perfect. Perfect. I thought that was going to be a romance, though. So we don't have much of those on here. But we still have a couple more cards to pull. So yeah, 7 and 8. So we have 2 more cards. So hopefully we can grab a couple in there because I was like, I'm gonna get some spring books at the beginning and that didn't happen. But I'm very excited for all the books I did get, and I do have Summer in the City. That's something, right? That's like one. Okay, so look at this cute little basket. Yep, that's pick 2 TBR prompts. Wow, okay. So we're diving back into the muck. Maybe we'll get some romances for sure on this TBR then. Some light and fluffy spring happy vibes mixed in there. Like, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm so excited for all of these books, but I feel like I need to deliver some spring vibes. So this next prompt is roll a dice and read a book with that many words in the title. My table is completely covered, so we're gonna do it on the couch and pray that it like stays upright. So here's the dice, and here we go. A 5. Okay, so 5-word title it is. I genuinely feel so torn because I could go with the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, which just came out, but I haven't read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore or the Christmas Tree Farm. I'm probably going to be reading this next month. I actually already have the audiobook at the ready, so I'm probably going to get through this one. But I don't want to put all 3 on the TBR because I was kind of hoping to read this a little bit closer to summertime or like maybe in May. So that way I can just like take my time with them and just throw them in here and there when I need something like really light. So I'm not really sure. But either way, I have a couple other options. Not spring vibes at all, but fun vibes, excited vibes. Not spring vibes. I'm trying so hard, but that's Tell Me What You Did by Carter Wilson. I realized that I've been eyeing The New Neighbor by him for a while, and I thought about listening to that. So if I read this and enjoy it, I might pick that one up next. So this is a good contender. The one I really want to pick, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I have so many books with that vibe on the TBR, which is like not a problem, but I did want to try to keep things spiced up and spread out some of these books so I can enjoy them over time. I don't know guys, this is the hardest one yet, but the other one is Don't Let the Forest In. I think I'm gonna go with this one anyways because I'll probably pick up the thriller regardless because I just love a good thriller, but I'm really excited about this one. It sounds so good. Look, I literally have a bookmark ready to go so I can read this one. So, okay, we're gonna do it. At least there's flowers on the cover. I win with that. Okay, let's pick the next TBR prompt. I can't even believe how big this TBR is coming to be. Like I said, there's 2 games. There's either I'm getting all the easy cards, things are just flowing, and then there's like the bomb card games where things just never end. But I just have so much fun every time, so I can't even be mad about it. But either way, let's pick the next prompt. Oh, I'm so nervous because we only have one more card after this. Okay, so we have a book with the in the title. Oh my god, that's so perfect. I feel like there has to be a spring romance with that in the title. Let me go scour. I'm trying so hard, fingers crossed. Okay, so we have some options here. We have The Dead Romantics. We have The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. Yes, I cannot get that sticker off for the life of me. I bought that like last year, but we're gonna keep trying. And then we have The Paradise Problem, and then we also have the Love Simulation. Oh, I want to read this one so bad. I actually originally checked this out from the library and I started reading it. I was like, no, I'm gonna want to annotate this. Like, absolutely. I feel like that happens so often, but I really feel like it helps me weed through books. I love going to the library regardless, and it's just really helpful to find the books that I truly want to annotate and I know I'm going to love. But either way, so this is a really good option. I think I'm gonna save this for summer. I think this one I might table for summer too because their shirts look really like beachy in a way. And then I think I might go with this one because of the spring flowers, just so I can bring a little bit of the spring spirit with me. And this has been on my TBR for ever and ever, so I just need to knock this one off. So I think this is gonna be a good option, and I'll probably pick this one up very soon anyways, so not too worried about that one. So I think I'm gonna table those, so that's the one I'm gonna go with. Now let's pick our last TBR card, which is so sad. I feel like this TBR though ended up being amazing, even if it wasn't the vibe I originally thought it was gonna be. But that's what's fun about these TBR games. You never know where things are gonna take you. And sometimes that ends up being the best reads, the best reading month. I'm just excited, and I'm hoping to try to actually get through a good chunk of that TBR. Like, that is a goal for this month. I am set and determined to knock off that TBR. So we'll check in at the end of the month and see how well I did. But either way, I'm excited. Okay, let's pick the last card. Oh, there's so many pretty cards too. Can I just choose them all? I just flung out like 3 cards. So we ended up getting Marriage of Convenience, a little bling bling ring. So that's gonna take some digging too. I'm gonna have to either like look up books with Marriage of Convenience, or also just, I actually think I might know an option. Honestly, what a way to end out the video, because I'm gonna go with King of Wrath. Apparently, according to Pinterest and Goodreads, this is Marriage of Convenience. So we'll find out the hard way, but either way, I'm so excited. I love her books. I devour them every time, and I feel like this is gonna be such a fun book. And also, bring on the cover too. Like, look at this, if I can get it. Perfect. Oh, kismet. So I'm excited. I'm putting that on the TBR. And there we have my April TBR, which I'm so excited about. This is actually such an exciting TBR. I also have quite a few other hopefuls and things that might fit into different videos that I'm not going to talk about here. We'll just see if I get to them. If not, we'll do it in May and move it right along. And I also have just like a couple hopefuls that I did want to share with you, just 2 to be exact. Obviously, like I said, I have so many that I want to get to, and we'll just see what we get up to in April. This TBR ended up being a lot bigger than I thought, so I'll have to try to like squeeze some things in and try to power through this. We'll see where we get at the end of the month. Either way, I'm excited for the challenge. I love a good challenge. I love a good reading challenge. I love anything that just, you know, inspires me to push myself. I find so much joy in that, so I'm ready for this. But either way, the 2 books that I definitely want to try my hardest to get to, the first one being Give Me Butterflies. I was trying to fit this on the TBR and it just wasn't working out. But either way, I could actually see, I guess Leaves on the Cover would be the one that it could have fit under. But alas, either way, this is still definitely high on a priority list. I might even write it in as part of my TBR because I definitely want to get to this one. And then another one is just this new release that I'm so excited about. I picked it up on my little beach trip, and that is Fan Service. I've also read Do Your Worst by this author, and it was really fun, so I'm excited to see what else this author has going on. I believe she wrote The Roommate as well. I'm not really sure. It just says bestselling author of Do Your Worst. Let's look and see if she has a little list in the front. Yeah, she wrote The Roommate, The Intimacy Experiment, Do Your Worst, and then now Fan Service. So I'll definitely have to check out the other 2 that I mentioned because I haven't read them, and I think her writing is just really fun. So I'm excited to get to another book by her, but tell me this doesn't look like a good time. So there you have it. The ginormous April TBR. I'm excited. Please tell me what you're planning to read in April. I would love to know down in the comments below. And also, how was your March? Mine was honestly life-changing in so many different ways. I feel like so many things happened in March, so many different changes, so many different transitions, and then the fact that it was my birthday month and I turned 30, it was wild, but honestly, like, not in a bad way, just in, it was just a lot. But I'm really excited to go into April. I feel genuinely renewed. I had the best trip. I think it's exactly what I needed, and I just had such a beautiful birthday. It was better 30th birthday than I ever could have asked for, and I'm so shocked because I didn't think it was going to be a very good birthday. There was just so many things going on, but my husband really made sure that it was amazing, and I had honestly an amazing birthday month. And it started off so freaking rocky. So the fact that it ended so beautifully, I could not be more happy. And that's just what life's all about, right? Like getting through the rocky moments to get to the rainbow and seeing all the beauty even through those rocky moments, which can be very hard at times. So either way, I'm super happy. Like I said, I would love to know what you're reading, what's going on, how's your April, how was your March, how are you doing? Just tell me all the things. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.